Yeah, I get some rounds with the GOAT. One of the GOATs. You know what I mean? Two GOATs. Iron Sharpreneur.
How's Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
He's playing weight classes.
He's the most composed guy.
I like Canelo.
So it is a weight thing. It is a weight thing with me. But the thing is, some people, fighters jump up. They usually have some kind of...
The boxing world is gearing up for an intriguing showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, with opinions divided on who will come out on top. Experts have cautioned Canelo not to underestimate Crawford, and legendary trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas emphasized Crawford's unique ability in the ring. He noted that even if Crawford moves up 6 weight divisions to face Canelo, he possesses a rare and invaluable skill, the capacity to control the pace and slow the fight down, making him a formidable opponent, even against one of boxing's biggest stars.
Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
He's playing weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have. And to see things that nobody else can see because he's slow.
Furthermore, Atlas praised Crawford's complete skill set, highlighting his power that has carried him across multiple weight divisions, his lightning-fast hand speed, excellent technique, and the exceptional training team supporting him. However, Atlas believes it is Crawford's impeccable timing that truly sets him apart from every other fighter in the sport.
He's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. But a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have. I can't count him out in any.
Meanwhile, Dmitry Bivol, who previously lost to Canelo Alvarez, shared his candid thoughts on the potential matchup between Canelo and Terence Crawford, responding to reports that the fight could be officially announced soon.
Not interesting to see the fight when one person doesn't want to win at all. But it was hard to fight for Canelo because he was always aiming, and even the skull didn't throw punches, and it's hard to catch him. He's just moving. But his movement is good, to be honest.
Yeah.
His destiny, because he's a champion and he's a hard puncher, and guys just scared to risk too much. They don't throw punches because it's a...
Furthermore, Bivol commented on the potential Canelo versus Crawford fight, noting that Crawford's approach would be markedly different. He believes Crawford will be more aggressive than Canelo's recent opponents and will bring a true champion's mindset to the ring. According to Bivol, Crawford's distinctive fighting style could make the matchup far more exciting, contrasting sharply with the more passive opponents Canelo has faced in some of his recent bouts.
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think the fight will be much more interesting.
What do you make of the weight in that fight, the weight difference?
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when...
In addition, Bivol also addressed the weight difference between Canelo and Crawford, suggesting that Crawford won't allow Canelo to control the pace as he has in the past. He believes Crawford will be more aggressive and won't give Canelo any opportunity to rest, unlike in Canelo's fight with Smith, when asked who might emerge victorious. Bivol admitted he was unsure, describing it as a highly intriguing matchup and saying that only time will tell.
We could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. He just rested. I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. It's a very interesting fight, but
The WBA title has been vacant since Terence Crawford moved up in weight. While Ortiz didn't rank them specifically, he noted that both Fondora and Madrimov present equally tough challenges, very different styles, but both difficult in their own ways.
We want to collect the belts, and I also want to get paid at the same time. We can do both of those things at the same time. Usually one helps the other. The glory helps the money. So I would, of course, the priority is going to be belts. But seeing as they're busy, then I'm forced to fight other people. But I can still make it to where they're still good at fights. So I can't tell you what the plans are. I would put Crawford number one, but he's obviously not coming back. So it would just be Marzano or Fedor. But I think they're both difficult in their own right, because they're both completely different fighters. So I can't, it's not really fair to rank them, you know what I mean? But they're both equally, in my opinion, they're kind of equally hard fighters, difficult fighters. But that being said, it's just, we're going to fight whoever's available. We're not going to wait for anyone, but we're going to, there's still going to be fights.
Responding to the buzz surrounding a potential Crawford versus Canelo fight, Ortiz acknowledged that the main obstacle would be the weight difference. While he praised Crawford as a skilled fighter, he emphasized that significant jumps in weight can place even the greatest fighters at a serious disadvantage.
I like Canelo.
So it is a weight thing. It is a weight thing with me. But the thing is, you know, some people, when fighters jump up, they usually have some kind of under.
Moreover, Teddy Atlas believes that although Terence Crawford would face a significant challenge moving up in weight to fight Canelo Alvarez, fans shouldn't assume that size alone will dictate the outcome of the bout.
Look, the first thought is, can he handle the weight jump? Can he handle the weight jump? He being Crawford. Against Madrimov, people are going to say, oh, he had some hiccups. Who don't have hiccups? When you eat something that's a little difficult to eat, and Madrimov was a little difficult to eat, he's not easy to digest. He's a good fighter. When you eat something that's a little tough to digest, you get hiccups, right? So, come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's terrible.
On the other hand, Atlas highlights that Crawford's true advantage lies in his complete skill set, excellent timing, defensive mastery, crisp footwork, and the rare ability to mentally control and slow down the pace of a fight. These attributes allow Crawford to excel in situations where many larger or stronger opponents would struggle.
But who's he beating? He unified the, what was his first division? Lightweight, then he unified the junior, then he unified the junior welter, then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter. He unified like 3 different weight classes. He moved up in weight. He's beaten anybody that they put in front of him. He beat an undefeated fighter in Errol Spence that everybody thought was just like, one of the best fighters out there, which he was. He was one of the top fighters pound for pound out there, and he didn't just beat him, he dismantled him. He might have ruined him. We were talking about getting ruined in fights earlier. He might have ruined him. We don't know. He hasn't been back yet, Spence. He may have psychologically, physically ruined him. But he has done everything asked of him, and he's done it in a superb way. It's not that he's just won. I look at how people win. How versatile are they? How mentally together are they? What happens when they're tested? What happens when they have to make an adjustment? I look at all those things. What happens when they can't depend on...
Teddy Atlas believes that while Terence Crawford may be giving up size and natural power against Canelo Alvarez, his own punching ability should not be underestimated. Crawford has shown that his power carries with him as he moves up through weight classes, combining not just raw strength but also precision, timing, and the ability to land clean, decisive shots when it matters most.
And I look at Crawford as one of those special guys. I don't care if you guys are tired of me saying it. I look at him. Look, Canelo's special too. I get it. And he's bigger. I get that too. And everyone's going to say, well, after the Madrimov fight again, had a couple hiccups. Now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's got to fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher, a unified champion that he's been, all of that.
Ultimately, Teddy Atlas emphasizes that Crawford's speed, movement, and ability to create angles could pose serious challenges for Canelo, especially since Canelo is not as quick on his feet as he once was. If Crawford uses precise footwork, along with rapid entries and exits, he could stay one step ahead, making it difficult for Canelo to trap him or land his power punches. Beyond his physical tools, Crawford possesses an elite fight IQ and impeccable timing, allowing him to mentally control the pace, select the perfect moment to strike, and exploit even the smallest openings. Even against a larger opponent, if Crawford disrupts Canelo's rhythm and timing, he could frustrate, outpoint, and potentially inflict damage over the course of the fight.